Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hot and Rich, a show about celebrities. I'm your host, Cait Raft. It's Wednesday, August 12th, 2020. Okay? Wow. What a big show. We've got a great show today. We've got an amazing guest coming in about, I don't know, like 15 minutes?
Wow.
Maybe even less? I mean, no one's coming anywhere. I'm here in my apartment. My guest is in their home. But it's the internet, you know? So we can come together as a family.
Don't you think people at home are going to wonder what the voice was that like said, you know, okay or something like that? You didn't introduce me when I spoke.
That's Jack Allison, everybody, the producer of the show.
What's up? What's up?
He's on the mic. I got to introduce him. You're right, Jack.
I always say, what the?
Make your presence known, I say, Jack.
What the?
Make your presence known.
What the?
He's doing the WhatsApp thing. This is Jack. Oh my God, this is going to be such a great show. Okay, this is like such a guest get.
Yeah.
Such a get
It's huge.
of a guest. Huge. Okay, a true bona fide star. Okay? Literally, how do we know? Because Adam Rippon was on Dancing with the Stars.
He's was he one of the stars?
Did I say our guest's name? It's Adam Rippon, by the way.
Wow.
Bronze medal winner, figure skater, but also he literally won first place in Dancing with the Stars, which like.
And was he the star or the dancer?
So he's got a bronze medal and the mirror ball trophy that they give you. That's a big deal. Those are two very hard to win awards. And they don't just let anyone on Dancing with the Stars. You have to be a star. It's in the title of the show.
That's right.
And he's just great. You guys are going to love him. He's fun. He's funny and fun. Unlike Jack.
What the? What in the?
Oh my God. A little personal news. I'm drinking water. It's hot out. There were plumbers at my house today. It was kind of a nightmare. I haven't been able to wash my dishes in many days because I refuse to hand wash them, and the dishwasher situation is down because of the plumbing situation. I think it's all fixed now. But Jack, like, how are you feeling about the dishes? They're bad.
We haven't done them yet.
Can you just picture this, everybody? A kitchen that sucks because it's full of dirty dishes. Oof. Are you picturing it?
It gives me chills.
Oof. It's a nightmare. True nightmare.
This is a kitchen nightmare, mate.
It's a kitchen nightmare.
We've created a real kitchen nightmare over here, mate.
It's stressful. You know, plumber had to come in the house. He wasn't wearing a mask, so I had to say, "Sir, do you mind putting a mask on?" He said, "No problem."
Wow.
I had, sometimes you just got to be like, "Hey, do you mind?
Would you mind putting
a mask on? If we're gonna share the same stagnant air, you just have to say it sometimes."
Can you throw a mask on?
He had one. It was no big deal. He ran to the car and got one.
Toss on a mask.
Our dishwasher isn't broken, but our dishwasher was like putting sewage in our downstairs neighbor's sink or something. It was bad. It was not a pretty sight. I mean, I didn't see the sewage, but I know what sewage is, and that's not pretty. Unless you're a Ninja Turtle. Then you love that shit. Right? Because they live in the sewer?
Yeah, and they love that. They love it big time.
Do they love it?
Yeah. I guess.
That's why they eat so much pizza, because like they need to get a new smell in there. Pizza smells pretty good.
Pizza is obviously the big time fragrant food.
Oh, another personal update. Still have a UTI. I think.
My Lord.
Maybe it's going away.
No way.
But it came back yesterday. I don't know if it was just one last jump scare at the end of the horror movie, or if it's like a whole sequel. A trilogy, if you will, because it's already come back one more time before that. So stay tuned to see if it's come back a third time. # my UTI journey. Listen, I'm open about my UTI. I'm spreading UTI awareness. And I'm brave for doing it. And I'm not just doing it because there's nothing else going on in my life and I need something to talk about on this show. Okay. Okay. Should I write a wet ass pussy song about my UTI? That'd be fun. I could do that. I mean, it's not, we don't need to get into the infected ass pussy would be what I would call it.
Okay.
Infected ass
pussy. Jesus.
IAP. IAP. I'm drinking some water with mint in it. What do you think? Pretty nice, right? Okay, let's do some hot seconds, okay? These are topics that I want to talk about for just a hot second. Okay, so our first hot second today is about how Meghan and Harry bought a house in Santa Barbara.
Wow.
Here's what's funny about this article is that this is the first house they've ever owned.
Wow.
Which is funny to think of, like, Harry's never owned a house because he's just like, what do you he's squatting in the state property.
First time they even lived at just a national park, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, so like this is their starter home. I'm sure it's enormous. It's in Santa Barbara by Oprah. Rob Lowe lives up there. Montecito, guess who else lives there? Ellen. Maybe they should go cheer Ellen up. Bring Archie over. Ellen needs it right now. Do you think Ellen likes babies? Do you think Ellen wants to see Archie? Maybe. I'd want to see Archie. Who knows? A source spoke to Page 6 and said, quote, "They are not house guests of Oprah or anyone else. They bought this home themselves. This is where they want to continue their lives after leaving the UK. This is the first home either of them have ever owned. It has been a very special time for them as a couple and as a family to have complete privacy for 6 weeks since they moved in. They intend to put down their roots in this house and the quiet community, which has considerable privacy, aka probably gated community, right? This is where they want to bring Archie up, where they hope he can have as normal a life as possible." That's what I call a normal life, living right next to Oprah. That's a very normal life. I mean, probably more normal than growing up in Buckingham Palace, I guess. The source also said, quote, "Harry and Meghan never intended to make Los Angeles their home. It was a good place for them to be upon their arrival in the U.S. to be close to Meghan's mom, who lives in L.A." End quote. So I guess they landed in L.A. on accident. That's a weird detail there. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they have a nice house?
Probably not as nice, as the last one.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
But it's less, built on the backs of imperialism, right?
Still a little bit, though.
Well, everything is, but you know what I mean.
Still just a little bit.
It's the best Harry can do. It's the farthest Harry can get from imperialism.
A little bit.
Maybe not the farthest. Whatever. Who cares? Where did they get their money? Asks Tay in the chat. Sophia Lorespan. Speaking engagements. They both signed with a very well-paying speaking agent, and they've done at least a couple speeches where they've gotten probably enough, but at this point, to cash buy a house. That's how much these people are probably getting paid to speak. I'm not even joking. And also, I think Harry has some money. I don't know from what, but she was on a cable show for a while. She could pitch in too. All right. Another hot second here. Ed Sheeran and his wife Sherry Seaborn might be having a baby soon. Speaking of ginger British babies, they might be having a baby soon. They're expecting their bundle of joy later this summer. Wait, it already is late summer. So any day now, I guess.
Whoa.
Ed Sheeran is married. He married his high school sweetheart or something a few years ago. Where they reconnected was at Taylor Swift's 4th of July party at the Rhode Island house, the last great American dynasty house herself, is where he and his wife reconnected after all those years. He invited her out to Taylor Swift's house and suddenly she fell in love with him. I'd fall in love with anyone if I got invited to Taylor Swift's house. That's a nice house. I mean, I'm sure they really love each other, but I mean, it's a nice house. Ocean views, panoramic. Anyway, we've got one last hot second. Okay. Banana. Kissed on a balcony.
Oh, wow.
Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas. They kissed on a balcony. Yeah, in Malibu. In Malibu. Ben Affleck showed up to the photo shoot that Anna was doing at a house in Malibu. Ooh, ooh. He put his mask down to kiss her.
Wow.
Mwah. Mwah.
Wow.
Mwah.
A mask down kiss.
I mean, this is a great shot. They're on a balcony in Malibu. Like they knew probably that there's like paparazzi on the beach waiting for them to go outside. And they gave us what we want. Like Banana gets it, you know. They get the paparazzi have such few photos these days, and they get it. They get that they can do a public service that's mutually beneficial for them because it helps keep them in the public eye, but it also helps us look at hot people who want to kiss, which is all we want as consumers of celebrity news. I'm starting to think that they're really in love. I think that they're really in love. I'm all in on Banana at this point. I'm all in on Banana at this point. Like, I'm all in. Are you?
Nah, but I don't really get all in on things like that.
Okay, liar. I know you're all in. She was like shooting something in the house. He picked her up to take her home. Isn't that sweet? I get it though. I feel like I'm avoiding taking car services at this point in time. I would probably make Ben Affleck drive me everywhere too. I make Jack drive me everywhere.
It's true.
Jack drives me all over town.
Oh, I gotta drive just about everywhere.
Well, I mean, I can drive myself, but sometimes I make Jack drive me.
I have to do it sometimes.
Because it's like, I don't want to take it, a car service. Okay. And I have one final question before we bring on our fabulous guest. Are Zach Braff and Florence Pugh still together? Yes, they are. Okay, everybody, I'm going to take a quick break here. And when I come back, we're going to have the Adam Rippon on the show. So don't go anywhere. We're going to have so much king fun today.
Thank you for
so much
censoring.
King fun.
Bleep.
You're going to
bleep.
King love it. You're going to flip your king lids. So don't touch that dial. Be right back.
What dial?
Dial. Okay, everybody, we're back. Thank you so much for waiting. Okay, we have an amazing guest. You know him. You love him. He is obviously an Olympic bronze medal winner, figure skater extraordinaire, first place winner of Dancing with the Stars, my personal real life friend, and one of the last people I ever saw where I could physically touch in 2020. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Everybody give a warm, hot, a very rich welcome to Adam Rippon. Adam, thank you so much for being here. I'm not worthy. You're perfect.
No, I'm not worthy because you are one of the last people I touched.
In 2020. We did a bit on we were working on Useless Celebrity History on Quibi. Everybody watch it. It's all there. Like one of the most iconic Quibi shows of all time. And they're famously
the most iconic show on that platform.
Famously. And we did a bit where I touched you quite a bit.
And I loved every second of it. You know that.
It wasn't sexual, but it always could have gone that way, But we were at work. We were at work.
Yeah, we were. It was the thing is that we have to tell our partners that it's our job.
Yeah.
And it's we truly aren't in control of where a scene takes us.
If it got
sexual, it was for craft.
We are very serious about our craft, and it got heated in the moment, but it was just for the cameras. It wasn't. We have a friendship and nothing more.
And that's what we tell everyone.
That's what we tell everybody. Adam, how are you? It's so good to see you.
I know. I miss you. Like I said, you are the one of the last people I've touched. And I miss that every single day. I'm thriving. I'm trying to thrive.
You just moved, right? You moved in a pandemic?
I did.
How was that?
Some people said, that's risky. And I said, I know.
But you're bold and brave and beautiful.
Those are the 3 B's that I do use to describe myself.
You're like a Dove soap commercial.
Yeah, I'm a Dove soap commercial. And I actually, before I moved, someone drew my picture and they held it up to me and I went, that can't be me. That's too beautiful. And it was me. And then I was like, okay, well, now I have to move. And so then that's why I actually moved.
You finally got this self-esteem. You finally stopped thinking you were an ugly fucking broad.
For so many years, Cait, my identity was ugly broad.
Same. That's society for you. Society tells everybody, you're an ugly broad. You'll never amount to anything. And now look at us.
It's true. And it's like, that's Hollywood for you. You're an ugly broad until someone draws you in a Dove commercial and you ultimately figure out that you're not.
Exactly. Wow.
You get
amazing. Well, I mean,
I have to say, I was watching the show before. I have to say one thing I'm upset with.
Okay, please voice your...
And I think someone said it in the comments that Archie is not going to have a British accent.
Oh, that sucks. That's actually that's really unfortunate. Archie's going to have really a SoCal accent. Archie's going to talk like my fucking bullshit voice.
Actually, that would be my dream if Archie just had your voice.
Honestly, I wish I could get rid of my vocal fry and just give it to Archie.
Can you donate a vocal fry?
I think that some doctor could go into my throat, pull out my fried vocal cords, just from all the years of just belting songs far out of my range and talking like a Kardashian. Just the perfect cocktail of destroying your voice, and then give it to Archie.
And then, yes, that they could give the fried vocals of a grown woman to a baby child.
Yes, exactly. That's all I want for Archie. That's all I want. Okay, Adam, do you have any other thoughts on the things that happened before we move on? Are you happy for Banana? They kissed on the balcony, Ben Affleck and Anna.
Yes, that's romantic. I agree. I think that they do really like each other.
I was.
It's always sweet.
I was doubting at first. I was like, "Is this for publicity?" And now I'm like, "No, it's true. It has to be true love because they've gone to Dunkin' Donuts 40 times." Yeah. In 2 months.
And I will say, it's always inspiring when 2 hot people find each other because it just reminds you that there's hope.
There's hope. And that's what this show is all about. Okay, that's why we call it Hot and Rich. When 2 hot and rich people get together, the power, there's so much power there. It's almost too powerful. Banana's almost too powerful.
It's almost too powerful, but it reminds you that there is a positive energy. There's a force.
Yes.
And nature is healing itself.
Amazing. Okay, well, how else are you doing in quarantine? You're doing long distance, right? How's your romance going, over video chat and stuff like that? You don't have to get too personal if you don't want, but I know that your boyfriend is from Finland, right?
He is,
and I just wanted to bring him up just so I could brag that my podcast is actually the number 15 celebrity gossip podcast in Finland.
Is that true?
Yeah, at one point it was. So you should maybe ask him if he knows me.
Wait, I'm sure he does. He will probably be extremely jealous that I'm doing this.
I feel they're probably talking about me all the time over there. I'm just assuming.
I'm sure there's going to be an article in the Helsinki Sanomat, which is the biggest newspaper over there about this. Probably page than the Helsinki Sauna
Oh my God. Well, if we shout them out right now, maybe their like Google alert will pick this up. So shout out to Helsinki Sauna Mat. I love you guys. I've been a follower for a long time. I love your work. And everybody in Helsinki should listen to Hot and Rich and rate and review us on iTunes.
Or actually keep listening, because it does sound like they are listening.
Yeah, they're keep listening. Like, I know you're all listening, so just like keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, and thank you. Thanks for being a sponsor.
Yeah, thanks for being a spawn. I mean, for no money, but I will take the publicity in exchange for money. I mean, for no money.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell JP to tell them that we said that.
Okay, good, great, thank you. I'm sure he has their number on speed dial.
Oh, he's calling now, I'm sure.
Okay, great. Do they have paparazzi in Finland?
I think so. I mean, Finland is truly like another world. Everything. I feel you would love it.
I want to go.
You would love it because your style feels very like a Finnish woman's style.
Wow, that's actually like, I've never seen a Finnish woman actually ever in my life, but I know that that's...
Look in the mirror.
I know that that's a compliment. I know that they've got the best style.
They do. They have great style. You would love it.
I want to go. Well, I have to.
I'm gonna bring you.
I'm going with you because I have to go because there's an audience there for me and I need to like do a live show or something. We need to do like, I don't know, if there's like a UCB Finland or something, I'll do a live podcast record there.
UCB Finland. Hey, UCB Helsinki, we know you're watching. We can't wait to record. I have invited myself to the live recording, and we can't wait to be there.
No, Adam, yeah, you're going to be the guest. You're the only celebrity I know, so you're the only guest that I can ever book. So there you go. No shade to all my other guests. You're just not as famous as Adam. I'm sorry. Sucks to be you, dumb broad.
Well, I hope that your friends become famous.
Me too. I actually pray every day. I light a candle for my friends so that they can become famous. just because I know like that would elevate me. It's a selfish concern. I'm just looking out for number one.
And as you should in this economy.
Absolutely. You gotta shiv them where you can.
You gotta shiv them where you can. Put that on my tombstone. Thank you.
Amen. Okay, I have some things. Okay, so I did a deep dive on you today. I was like, let me watch a bunch of YouTube videos. I just searched your name on YouTube and like watched like 20 videos just to see if like I was like, what are we gonna talk about? Like, let me do some research. Like, and when I say me, I mean my staff. I have a full staff that works on the show. The research department did it, and they pulled various things.
They pulled some of the highlights.
Yeah, they pulled some of the highlights. And recently you were on TBS doing this show called Celebrity Show Off. And your whole thing was that you got drunk and bought a mini horse, right? I have a picture I pulled a picture of the horse. So this horse like really came to your house?
100% this horse came to my house.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you a story. So with this show, it was called Celebrity Show Off, as you had mentioned. They're going to love that plug, by the way.
Everybody tune in to Celebrity Show Off, our sister show here at Hot and Rich.
Yes. Famously, Celebrity Show Off is the sister show of Hot and Rich.
Yeah, has been from the beginning.
From the very start. So basically, like, different celebrities play for a charity. And you have to just record these like videos at home. And I guess there's only 5 people on at once. And then someone gets voted off and someone enters the competition all in one episode. Okay. So I got voted, or I was on the show for 2 episodes. And I guess what happened was Diplo was going to do an episode with horses, and he got voted off right away. So I actually got the horses that Diplo was supposed to get.
Wow. Is this this is an exclusive scoop?
This is actually the exclusive. And I've been I've been keeping this in, which has been really dangerous for me.
Wow. Like, this is huge. Page 6 is going to pick this up. So you got Diplo's horses and you had to do the horse bit because they had already rented the horses.
They rented the horses, and so I just moved like we had talked about, and I had like no people had been to my house. So the first visitors I had were two horses, because a Hollywood horse can't perform. This is good to know for the future. Can't perform unless it's making direct eye contact with another horse.
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking serious.
Wait, so you're telling me right now that horses are actually the biggest divas in all of Tinseltown?
Yeah, which is why they're not in anything.
Oh my God, that's actually crazy. I had no idea. They have to be looking at another horse?
Yes, and so it goes even further that they just need to like look at other animals. So if you go to like a racetrack, which I've never been, someone explained this to me, that if you go to like a horse racetrack, there are goats there because the horses, because they're able to see the goats, they are calm.
Wow.
And then I was like, am I a horse?
Wait, am I a
Like,
horse?
yeah, I know. We question everything now.
Honestly, like anything could happen. It's 2020. Adam and I could be horses.
And I think we are.
I think we are. Yay or nay? Wait, I said nay like a goat. Nay is horse. Okay, nay is horse.
Nay
I'm
is
trying
horse.
to
What
like
is
reach back
okay?
to the channels of my brain that like processed all of like the childhood animal sounds. It's like one of the first
Right.
things you learn as like a human being. Yeah.
It is, and it's also one of the first things to go as an
Yeah,
adult. So
absolutely. I just turned 30, so that's gone. The animal sounds are gone.
I lost as soon as I turned 30. My animal sounds out the door, gone.
Honestly, aging, Botox can't fix that. Let me tell you.
No, but it can fix a lot more.
A lot. I was watching.
Wait, do you want to know something?
Yes, please. Wait, what
you
is
see my
that
Band-Aid?
Band-Aid? Oh, wait. Did you like hit your head on a wall or something? I think I saw this on social media. Tell the story.
Yes. This was famously reported by me, and I had the exclusive on this laceration I experienced in my own home. I was drinking
Okay.
here.
Good.
And wasn't looking where I was holding something. I was watching something on TV, and I took one step forward right into the wall and was like, oh, that sucks. And then all of a sudden I just felt like blood trickling down.
You had a trickle of blood down your face?
Yeah.
Wow. You are a hero.
So don't tell me I've never been through shit.
You've been through a
okay?
lot,
Like,
Adam. You've been through a lot. And you
Yeah.
you have like a beautiful face, so like that's got to be like extra scary for someone like you to injure like
Well-
the face.
The thing is that I actually very ironically, this should have been something that really damaged my ego, but ironically, I do feel like the cut is in a really hot place. So I only think that this is going to make me feel better about myself.
Honestly, like
Which it shouldn't.
I really want to see the wound at some point. I hope if it does scar that it's like a hot scar. And I have a good feeling about it. You're right. That's a hot spot right there.
Oh, right here, yes.
It's like
I actually
rugged.
have a real scar right here in the middle because I once, a few years ago, was out dancing with a friend of mine, and I did like a head roll into her teeth. So I've done this before.
Wow. Okay, because I was gonna say maybe it's a fluke that you just moved into a new house, but it sounds like you're just like living recklessly and honestly violently.
And is there any other way?
No,
There's
there's
not.
no other way. Okay, well, I wanted to like speaking of the horse thing, because the bit on the show was that you got drunk and bought horses online. Now we know that that was a Hollywood lie.
What isn't?
We know now that that was a Hollywood lie.
Yes.
Much like your skin-colored Band-Aid is not actually your skin.
No, it's not. But also, this is not sponsored, but this Band-Aid is actually for blisters on your feet.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's the best if you have a facial wound.
I had no idea. Hey, sponsor us, blister Band-Aids.
Yes, please sponsor us, Vaughn's generic brand
Please.
blister pack.
Shout out. I would love to be sponsored by Vaughn's, actually.
I think that's the dream.
That's the
To be
dream.
sponsored by a grocery store.
Fuck Dove soap. Like, give me like, I want to be like on the page of coupons that they show like what fruit is in season and you get them in the mail.
Yes. Yes, where they're just like this, where they're like,
Like yes, exactly. Like I want to be that. Like that's my SpawnCon goals. Okay, fuck you, Dove soap. I don't need you anymore.
yeah, why get Dove soap if you can have the entire store?
Exactly. But if you want to sponsor me, Dove soap, I'll take all of that back in a heartbeat. Okay, so
Right.
so you got drunk, and you bought these horses. So I have another pitch. If you want to get drunk and buy something, I found something that maybe you might want to buy, Adam. Tell me if this is interesting to you at all. Okay. Catherine Zeta-Jones is selling a scarf that is a mosquito repellent scarf that she autographed. It looks like pretty hastily in Sharpie. This was in page 6 today.
I didn't want to, really like wring her out to dry, but that does look like a quick Sharpie signature.
I mean, it's honestly hard. It's hard to write on mosquito scarf.
It is. It's definitely hard to write on silk, whatever that is.
Yeah. So it's a mosquito repellent scarf. She buys them in bulk. It's in the page 6 article. It says she buys these scarves in bulk and she's auctioning this one off for some charity.
Oh, so wait. So I have a question. So these aren't her own scarves, but she buys them. So these aren't like Catherine Zeta-Jones.
No, at first I thought she was releasing her own brand of mosquito repellent shawls, which would be like actually very on brand for Catherine Zeta-Jones. But then I found out like, no, it's just one scarf that she like really just likes from this like company. It's called Shoe for Good Bug Repellent Shawl. And someone was like, we need a charity item, Catherine. Like, what can you give us? And she was like, here.
And she did this.
Yeah. And then someone handed her a Sharpie and she just like put it in her teeth. So maybe you could buy that, Adam. Do you want to buy it?
I'm putting that on a wish list.
Put it on your wish list. Maybe someone will buy it for you as a gift. Not me. I'm not going to.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll put it on a list for someone.
But it's only $50, and if you buy the scarf without her autograph, it's like $150. So it's actually way cheaper.
So it's like a Groupon.
It's like a Groupon. I don't know why. I just wanted to tell you that story. I thought it was really weird.
Wait, I really do love that. Wouldn't you, like, if you were sitting outside with like in an area where you could be bitten, which is terrifying, you would really wear a scarf. I'm really I'm fascinated by this.
I think it's really, I'm glad that technology has improved to the point where we can have scarves like that. I want to say, like, I think socks might be better. I'm getting ankle bitten more than I'm getting like neck bitten, but like, give me both.
Socks would be better, and I have to agree with you that this is just another reason of why we should believe the science.
We should believe the science. Everybody, wear a mask, wear a mosquito repellent scarf.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, they should really make masks out of that stuff. Coronavirus masks.
That's good. Yeah, that is good. I would say the socks is the you really have something with the socks.
Well, maybe I'll invent something today. I have nothing to do after this, so maybe I'll file a patent.
I think you should. Call the patent office immediately after this.
I will. I'm sure they're waiting for me to call anyway. They're going to stay open late for me.
I'm sure, yeah. I think they've kind of been waiting for that.
They're kind of waiting. They're like, wow, when do you think that they just sit there and like, when's someone going to invent like mosquito socks? Like, we've been waiting here for years. Like,
yeah, no, we've been waiting for years, and the only thing we get are different variations of the scrub daddy. So like,
yeah, there's too many scrub daddies. What the hell?
I have a scrub daddy.
Wow.
I splurge.
Wow. You have a scrub daddy and a boyfriend.
Yeah, who I call scrub daddy.
Okay. So, okay, I have another piece of advice for you. I know you didn't come on the show for me to give you advice, but I felt compelled because you just moved and you have a new place and you're probably still decorating. I mean, you look very decorated in this shot of the painting and the lamp, but like maybe you have like a spare closet. How many closets does your place have? Like ballpark.
I'm not laughing because I have so many. I just love this question so much. Okay, I have a closet in the kitchen
Okay.
pantry. I have a closet downstairs, and then I have. Okay, wait. I have one. I do have more closets than I thought. I have one downstairs, and then I have 3 upstairs. So I have 6 closets.
Okay, that's great. That's a good amount. So you probably have like one extra closet with nothing in it, right? That you're not
Yes.
using? Okay. Here's a design idea for you. You could do what Drew Barrymore did and dedicate an entire closet to just displaying cookbooks. Look at this picture. Look at this picture of Drew Barrymore and her cookbook closet. This could be you.
I was hoping you would say that could be me, because Drew is really doing kind of the most for us.
She's doing a lot. Like, she did not have to dedicate an entire closet of her house and put up like really narrow shelves. Nothing else could fit on those shelves besides cookbooks.
No, nothing. And she actually it looks like she barely fits in the closet too.
It's a dedicated space just for cookbooks. You only have room for one person at a time to browse the cookbooks. It's actually kind of a sanctuary.
Yeah, I'm curious if it's just like every wall, or if she goes in or she sits down and kind of she can read them, or if it's truly just a mini library for just Cravings by Chrissy
Yeah,
Teigen.
Cravings was in the corner there. I think
Cravings was on the top shelf.
Cravings is like, I fully believe that's actually the only one she's read. And she uses it every day.
Yes.
Because she tweeted this photo and she like tagged Chrissy Teigen. I don't even remember what she tweeted this picture about, but it was like, I couldn't stop looking at the closet. I think it's a library. And I think there's like a little chair. I think it's a nook to read cookbooks. I think there's maybe like a shelf on the other wall that we don't see that has like some Post-it notes so she can like, post it up with the recipes she wants to make.
Absolutely. I'm actually now I'm kind of in the closets I have, they're not all walk-in. I have like one walk-in upstairs. The rest are just sort of straightforward. So I do think it would be sort of a beautiful sort of open the mirrors, have the books available. And then on the mirrors, I obviously could have Post-it notes or like little signs of like, in this house, God loves, or like cooking, or like don't talk to me before I've had my wine.
Oh,
like
yes. Here's a good one. I love cooking with wine. Sometimes I even put it in the food.
That's actually my catchphrase.
Wow.
Actually.
Another scoop. Another exclusive.
Another scoop. And that's the name of my cookbook, Another Scoop.
Yeah. You should put out a cookbook. Why not?
I absolutely should.
Do you cook?
No.
That's fine. You don't have to.
No.
So many. The cookbook is such a great, because you can just take recipes from the internet and like, I'm assuming like, how many people that put out cookbooks, are they really coming up with like all new recipes? Like, there's so many cookbooks out there. Like,
it's impossible.
Everything's been already like invented.
Everything's been made. Everything's been made.
Everything's been made. Everything's been made. It's not that hard to make a cook. I'm not a great cook. I could probably put out a cookbook.
We should probably think about collaborating.
Let's collab. We'll talk off air. I'll get my book agent in touch with your book agent. I have to get a book agent first, but we'll get there. Okay. So do we think that Drew Barrymore has ever looked up a recipe online? I feel like she just sticks to the books.
I think if you're asking me my opinion, I think Drew Barrymore, she is by the books.
By the books. She wants to touch it.
She wants to touch it. She wants to feel it. She wants to, if it were scratch and sniff, smell it.
Yeah.
She wants to feel the grease from the last time she opened it.
Yeah.
That's how she's one kind of with nature.
Yes, she's a natural lady.
Yes, absolutely. Wait, this reminds me of something. Do you want to know something that I think is one of the most hilarious things I've ever heard?
Yes, please.
So Martha Stewart has multiple iPads.
Okay.
And one is for music, one is for movies,
Okay.
and one is for like books that she reads.
Wow. And they have to be all separate?
I don't know if she totally has grasped the concept of an iPad, but I think that she took it and ran with it in a way that like we really should have as a culture.
I think that like I could see Martha Stewart like, listen, she's older. She doesn't have to know what an iPad is. She's got people to figure that stuff out for her. Like she's probably seen like iPads used for different things. Like, oh, when I go to like the airport, I check in on an iPad, or like when I go to like a restaurant, I like sign my check on an iPad. Like those are different kinds of iPads. Maybe she thinks that there are different kinds of iPads for different kinds of activities, and she's just like, well, everything's on a screen.
Right. Yes. And I truly believe with every cell atom, like in my body, that that's what she believes when she bought them. She goes, well, I obviously need one for books, but I love music. Okay,
Wow.
one for music. But how will I watch? Well, one for movies. 3.
Done. That's actually genius. And like,
It's genius.
imagine getting to the level of life where like you can just live that way.
I close my eyes and I can picture it, but I can't.
You have to make a vision.
actualize.
You have to make a vision board, and you have to put 3 different iPads on it. Actually, why stop at 3, Adam? I think
Yes,
you could
absolutely.
have 10 iPads.
And you know what? I love that you said that, because I was going to limit myself, and thank you.
Don't Martha Stewart, you could, like, I don't mean to be rude, but like I feel like you could do even better than that amount of iPads.
I think you know what? Like when I think Martha Stewart, I think don't limit myself. I could live in Connecticut one day. That's
You
what
could
I think.
post a thirst trap at your pool. Did you see her thirst
Yes.
trap? That was amazing.
She looks gorgeous.
She's used to be a model. She's hot.
and it's showing.
Her model is showing. Okay.
Your model is showing.
No one ever says
Martha.
that to me, weirdly. But I've definitely modeled. I mean, not for like an ad,
Definitely showing.
but like I've done photo shoots. Like that's modeling. Okay. Okay, I know you're like a huge Britney Spears fan, so I just wanted to give us the space to like talk about Britney because a lot is going on with her, and like I just want to pick your brain. Like, where are you with Britney? Like at this very moment in time?
I really want the conservatorship to end.
Me too. Free Britney.
Free Britney. I'm glad that she's wearing her retainer. I'm glad that she decided that no makeup was the best makeup except for mascara.
She toned
I'm glad
down
that-
the eyeliner in a big way, which I thought was like, that is like a healthy woman.
It's just healthy in general.
Like,
To
not that
have
it's not unhealthy to wear eyeliner, but it is a sign of health to wear less eyeliner.
It's like, honestly, it's like a smoke signal to a doctor.
Right. It's like when
Too
you have
much-
really like regular solid shits, you're going to be wearing
Yes.
less eyeliner.
Yes, because actually it's a little known fact that every day you don't shit, you actually can't take it off and you have to just keep adding more.
Exactly. I don't know how the biology works, but it just works that way.
Yeah, and I'm not like a scientific. I'm not an OBGYN or an
You're not an
GBYN.
OG OBGYN.
I'm not. And if anyone said I did that, they were lying.
Don't
so
believe
I
the
don't really know how
rumors.
it all works, but that's how it works.
That's how it works. Yeah, I'm happy for her. I think there's like, I haven't even gotten into it, but there's like all of these like fan conspiracy theories about how like she's sending us messages, and like I saw one that was like, wear yellow if you need help, and then the next day she wore yellow, and then the day after that she posted a poem about yellow, and I was like, I don't know what's real and what's not with Britney. Like you can really like fall down a wormhole with that shit, and it is very kind of dark and sad. But I'm also like happy for her because she kind of seems happy. I don't know. It's like very complicated.
I think that she is trying to like kind of like live her most normal life right now, and I mean I love it. I love following her on Instagram.
She's the best. Did you see
She's
this?
the best follow.
Did you see this video? Okay, I'm not going to play the audio from it because it has a copyrighted song that I can't play. But she posted this video. Jack, can you play it for us? And I'll describe it. Okay, so it's Britney just kind of posing in her favorite shirt. She's worn that shirt probably 20 times in the last week and a half. Yeah. And it's just this, but it's like literally for 2.5 minutes, Adam. Like I can't figure this one out. This one is really like a horror movie or something. Like I can't figure it. What does this mean?
Alarm me are the shorts that go 1 centimeter above vagina.
That's her personal style, Adam. That's just
and you know what? Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be. It's not Britney if she's not wearing the lowest rise, like either like cargo, like mini little shorts. Like sometimes they're boxers that she's rolled up.
Right.
Like the lowest of lows. She's always tugging them even further down with her thumbs. Her favorite pose is the thumbs. And sometimes when she's dancing, like I swear I can I'm like, you're like, don't do that one move, Britney, where you put the thumbs down. I'm like, don't do that one move.
Don't do the one move. I mean, I love it all. Did you see that video where she was dancing and she showed where she like broke her foot and you like hear it crack?
I watched it over and over. I'm like a sick fuck with that shit. Like I can't look away. I love to see, I mean, I don't love that she got injured, but I love to see it. I love that she shared it with us.
Yeah, you love to see the human experience.
I love to see the human experience, you know? I love the highs and the lows.
Yeah, and you have to take them.
Here's her Instagram grid with all of the pictures of that one shirt oh wait, go back, Jack. Sorry. These are the pictures from since August 3rd. She's posted all of these and look how many times she's worn that shirt.
And you know what? That who says that you only have to wear one thing and never wear it again? She's kind of inspiring a new generation that you don't need.
It's iconic.
To just yes.
Sustainable much? So sustainable.
Yeah, going green.
Ever heard of going green, bitch? It's Britney, bitch.
Yeah. Ever heard of going green?
She's literally we have to stan an eco-friendly queen.
Oh, 100%. We absolutely have to stand.
But also, she is on a very tight allowance, so she also might not be allowed to buy more than just that one shirt.
I know. The tight allowance does alarm me a bit. I think that's...
it's stressful.
I mean, for someone who's made as much money as Britney to, be on a short leash like that, that scares me a little bit. For her.
I think we need to free her. I think it's a workers' rights issue. And workers of the world need to unite behind Britney. Solidarity.
It's ultimately labor's rights.
It's ultimately labor's rights. And you heard it here first on Honrich. Okay, what? Oh, I want to talk about folklore because you got the folklore sweater. So if you guys don't know, Taylor Swift promoted her new album Folklore by sending out the sweater to just some people that she's friends with or influencers on Instagram and stuff. I think that's a genius way to promote the album. Also, it's for sale. Anyone can buy the sweater. And I just want to talk about Folklore because I can't stop listening to it. It's one of my favorite albums of recent music. And it's so good.
Yeah, it's excellent. So I don't know her very well, but she asked me to be in her music video and we met once and she was super nice. And if I could say anything is how she comes off is literally how it was being in the same room with her. She was way nicer and way more down to earth than I would have ever expected. When we were shooting the music video, I the thing that I was in the music video for, I don't know, less than a second.
But it was an amazing second. It was an amazing second. And you glowed.
Some people say it was the most important. It was sort of the pillar of the video.
I just got I got the stats back and they are saying that that's the most watched second.
That is, I've been waiting for those stats. Yeah. Actually.
They sent them here. Yeah.
So I love Folklore. I really do. It's like such great music to just like have on.
It's so good. It's so good. I keep listening to the song 7 about like her being like a little girl in like Pennsylvania. And it's so good. It's so good. I really love that album.
My favorite song is Betty. I love Betty.
Betty, iconic. Do you think Betty, controversial song. Is it a queer narrative, or is it the like, is there like a queer conspiracy behind Betty? Because she knows that people like say stuff about her sexuality and like, you know, who are we to speculate about anyone's sexuality? But like, there's that going on. There's that chatter. And then there's also people that are just like, no, it's sung from the boy's perspective. And like, it's just like a romantic ballad.
I do think that there is a queer narrative behind it, and I think I don't know, but whomever the song is about, I do think that she's singing it from the perspective of somebody who had a crush on a girl, and it really sounds like the girl was kind of uncomfortable and didn't want people to know that like she had a crush on a girl, and they had this like this relationship. So my take is that
I think I agree with your take. There's definitely like queer energy about it, which I love.
They also in the of course. So I'm famously stupid, and so when I was doing when we shot the music video, we did not hear the song, so I never heard the song, and I was just like, I guess I'm just famous. And then I started looking around and was like, oh, everyone's gay.
Oh, they like didn't tell you anything about the song?
No, I knew nothing. So
when we
went there, so there was a car that picked me up, and then we made a stop, and I had to drop my phone off, and then we drove to the set after that.
Oh my God.
It was high security.
Hot.
We had like helicopters like flying, like there was like 2 of them that circled to make sure that there weren't like paparazzi to take pictures.
That is so next level. That's chic as fuck.
And so they got these trailers, they rented these trailers and painted them for the music video. And so they shot the music video, I think in 2 or 3 days. And I was just there for one of the days, but they said that they had to then, them cleaning up the set was they needed to take the trailers and they needed to paint them all white again before so that they could give them back so that no one would know that those were the trailers that like
wow
Taylor Swift used in the video, because like then like the company would have a hard time like being able to keep them.
Oh my God. That's
Isn't
crazy.
that
The fandom around like Taylor and like the media intrigue and everything is like just so intense. Like watching her documentary, I was like, wow, like your life is just like, I can't even like fathom. It's wild.
Yeah. It's wild. And she's just a girl from Reading, Pennsylvania.
She grew up on a Christmas tree farm.
She did.
As we all know. Wow.
Do you know I'm from Pennsylvania too?
Yeah, I know you're from literally Scranton.
I literally was born at Mercy Hospital in Scranton,
where The Office takes place. Does that make you feel like, oh, like now every time I say my birth home, people are going to associate that with The Office? Is that annoying?
It's not annoying, but I mean, there's really not much going on over there. I will say that I hope that it helps the people of Scranton. I'm sure it doesn't in any way. But ultimately, I wish them the best.
Same. Shout out. Shout out. But you've been in LA for a while now, right? You're like an Angelino.
I think this is my 8th year.
Wow.
I'm coming on 7 years in LA, 8 years in California.
That's great.
Are you proud of me?
I'm really proud of you. You've made it so far. You're honestly, you're more LA than like maybe even me, and I'm from here.
No. No. Because I lived for a few years in the town that you are from.
I know. And we had a whole talk about it. Shout out to Manhattan Beach, California, my place of birth. Actually, I was born in Santa Monica. No big deal.
I'm actually jealous of that. I wish I was born in Santa Monica.
I was born at Santa Monica Hospital. Shout out to Santa Monica Hospital.
Thanks to the doula.
My mom
Santa
definitely
Monica.
didn't have a doula, but like she had like some. I'm a twin, so the birth was gnarly. So shout out to my mom for birthing me.
There's another.
Yes, there's another. It's a boy though. It's not as fun. It's not as exciting as you think. Everyone gets excited when I say I'm a twin. They're like, "Oh my god, you have an exact clone," and I'm like, "I wish I had an exact clone. Are you kidding? Can you imagine the branding opportunities?"
I know, that's a lot of missed income.
I know. I cry about it every day. Okay, Adam. I had so much more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, this was the best conversation ever. We have to wrap up. We've gone way over time. But thank you so much for being here. Like, I didn't even get to ask you about Tyra Banks hosting Dancing with the Stars. Like,
I'll come back. We can talk. Well, I can come back.
Please come back. I'm going to have you back on maybe tomorrow. Just kidding.
I'll be back. Well, let's wait until the show premieres. When Dancing with the Stars is on, we can see what happens. I'm very curious how they're going to do it virtually.
I would love to have you on. Okay, so you'll come back. We'll talk Dancing with the Stars when it comes back on. That's actually great. Perfect.
I love it.
And thank you so much for being here. Is there any final words? Anything that you'd like to shout out?
I would like to the audience watching here at home and abroad in Helsinki, I'd like to say, stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, and I can't wait to touch you soon.
Oh my God, I can't wait to touch all of you so soon, especially my Helsinki listeners. Love you all. Okay.
Number 15, bitch. We'll see you on the top.
I'm coming for that number one spot, bitch. Okay. Thank you so much, Adam. You're truly just the best ever. Until next time,
you are.
Stay hot and stay rich.
I'm so fucking rich and hot. I'm so